Most people who self-sabotage don't realize they're doing it. They don't wake up thinking, let me ruin my progress today. It's subtler than that. They delay a task that matters, right when momentum starts. They prepare forever, but never publish. They clean their entire room instead of writing the first paragraph. They improve for a week, then suddenly disappear. And here's the strange part. Self-sabotage rarely happens at the beginning. It usually happens right before things start working, right before results, right before attention, right before commitment, right before the moment you would have to become a different version of yourself. That's because self-sabotage is not mainly a motivation problem. It's a protection pattern. Your brain is built for survival, not transformation. And transformation feels like threat. When you start changing, your brain asks, what happens if this works? What happens if people notice? What happens if expectations rise? What happens if you fail in public? And if your nervous system has learned that visibility, pressure, rejection, or criticism equals pain, then growth triggers the same alarm system as danger. So your brain does what it's trained to do. It pulls you back into something familiar. Not because familiar is good, because familiar is predictable. And predictable feels safe. That is the first pattern behind self-sabotage. Your brain prefers predictable discomfort over unpredictable improvement. You might hate your current situation, but you know exactly how it feels. You know the rules. You know what to expect. But success is unknown, and unknown creates uncertainty. And uncertainty activates the brain's threat systems. So if you've ever thought, why do I stop when I'm finally doing well? This is why. Self-sabotage isn't proof you're broken. It's proof your brain is trying to protect you using an outdated map. Let's break down the 3 biggest drivers of self-sabotage. Driver number 1, identity conflict. Your identity is the set of beliefs your brain uses to predict who you are. If you have lived as the procrastinator, the underachiever, the one who always struggles, then progress creates identity tension. Your brain treats identity stability like a survival need. So when your actions start moving you into a new identity, confident, disciplined, consistent, the brain reacts like you're breaking a rule. It sends discomfort, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're doing something unfamiliar. That discomfort becomes the excuse. You say, I'm not in the mood. I don't feel ready. I need to learn more first. I'll start when I have more time. But the real message is, this version of you is new, and I don't trust it yet. Driver number 2, emotional memory and fear of exposure. Self-sabotage is often connected to past experiences, especially early ones. Maybe you were criticized when you tried. Maybe you were punished for being visible. Maybe success created pressure at home. Maybe you learned that standing out invites attack. Even if you don't remember it consciously, your nervous system remembers the feeling. So when you're about to succeed, your brain anticipates the old pain, and the sabotage begins. You suddenly forget to reply to the email. You miss the deadline you could have met. You stop posting. You stop training. You stop studying. It's not that you don't care. It's that caring puts you at risk emotionally. Because if you try fully, then failure becomes personal. So your brain uses a trick. It creates distance between your effort and the outcome. And that leads to driver number 3, the control illusion. When people sabotage, they often think they're avoiding pain, but they're also trying to maintain control. If you delay, you can tell yourself, I could have done it if I wanted. If you don't fully commit, you don't fully lose. Psychologists call this self-handicapping. It protects self-esteem in the short term, but it destroys self-respect in the long term. Because deep down, you know the truth. You weren't defeated, you withdrew. And each time you withdraw, your brain learns escape is safer than progress. And your brain rewards safety, not with happiness, with relief. Relief is the chemical that trains avoidance. You feel discomfort, you avoid. You feel relief. The brain marks avoidance as success. That loop repeats until self-sabotage becomes automatic. That's why people say, I don't know why I keep doing this. Because it's not a decision anymore. It's a conditioned pattern. Now the good news. If self-sabotage is a pattern, it can be retrained. But you don't retrain it by waiting for motivation. You retrain it with identity decisions, friction control, and discomfort training. Step 1. Rename the feeling. When resistance rises, most people assume this means I'm not ready. But resistance usually means this matters. The brain produces resistance when the action threatens identity stability. So instead of asking, do I feel ready? Ask, what would a disciplined identity do next? This is powerful because it shifts your brain from emotion-based control to identity-based control. Step 2. Shrink the start. The brain avoids what feels big. So don't ask for full effort. Ask for the first minute, 1 paragraph, 1 email draft, 1 push-up, 1 page, 1 minute of focus. Momentum is not a personality trait. It is a physics effect. Once you start, your brain shifts. Once you begin, continuation becomes easier. The hardest part is not the work. It's crossing the start line. Step 3. Engineer friction. Self-sabotage grows where friction is low for distractions and high for your goals. So you reverse it. Make distractions harder. Put the phone in another room. Log out. Remove shortcuts. Make progress easier. Open the document. Set the tools. Reduce the start steps. Your environment is not decoration, it is behavior architecture. Step 4. Train micro-discomfort. Discipline is not the ability to feel motivated, it's the ability to tolerate discomfort without negotiation. So train discomfort like a muscle. Do small, uncomfortable things daily on purpose. Finish a task even when it's boring. Work for 10 minutes without checking anything. Do one hard action before any reward. This retrains your brain's safety map. Over time, the brain learns discomfort doesn't mean danger. Discomfort means growth. And that is how self-sabotage fades. Not because life becomes easy, but because your brain becomes trained. So if you recognized yourself in this video, remember this. You are not weak. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You're running an old protection pattern, and you can update it. If you want more videos like this, subscribe. This is identity psychology, and next we'll break down the psychology of overthinking and why intelligent people get trapped in delay.